Hey everybody, it's me, Wooz the Collector, coming to you from the Woozstead. It's been some crazy couple weeks, but after a week delay, this is episode 96 of the Collector's Geeks and Freak Show. Last week, just didn't have the time between work and dogs and Lady Wooz being away. The Wooz hounds wouldn't eat. It was an experience, so I really didn't have the time to film last week. I did go and see Judas Priest and Sabaton at the Oakdale Theater in Wallingford. Great show. First time seeing Judas Priest, and Rob Halford being, I think he's 72 or 71 years old. That man still has a fabulous voice, and I'm glad I took this opportunity to see him. We had great seats right in the middle behind the soundboard. Perfect for everything. Sabaton is a metal war song Swedish band that my gay adopted son got me into, and they were great. They put on a phenomenal show too, and the show Judas Priest put on was also great. I would say this is one of the best shows I've ever seen. I love the small venues like this just because you can see everything. You don't need to look at a screen all the time. I could see. It was great. Had a great time. Spent too much money on t-shirts, but hey, you only live once, and I'm going to do what I enjoy. Just like filming the episodes. Nobody watches, that's okay. I watch and I amuse myself. It's quite okay. I talk about collecting and all that, which I have some collecting. It's crazy coming weeks. I might take another couple weeks off. We got our trip coming. Woozlings coming to babysit the Wooz hounds. Bringing the grand Woozlings. Oh, yeah, it's a whole, lots going on. Lots going on in Wooz World. Didn't get to go see Abigail. I wanted to, but it was like too much running around this weekend, too much running around next weekend, and then we're going, and geez, it's just crazy. So, yeah, I'm going to take a couple weeks off probably coming up, maybe to come back in the month of June. I don't know yet. It's just so hectic this May, so for us. So, this is it maybe for a month. I don't know. We'll see. Anything's possible. But I do enjoy doing it, so maybe I'll get something in there. Who knows? But yeah, the concert was great. If you ever get a chance to see Judas Priest in this tour they're on now, Invincible Shield, it was awesome. I suggest getting tickets if you can. All right, this week on the small screen, finally finished Dead City. At first, when I first started it, I did buy it on Blu-ray. I bought it for less than $20. I wasn't too keen on it, but now I've watched the finale and they're set it up for season 2. I really want to see what direction season 2 goes. The whole Maggie and Negan dynamic, in the way they developed in this series, was more different than you would think. And especially with Herschel, I mean, there's got to be some kind of time jump here, because he is, I want to say mid-teens, maybe 16, 17. I don't know. Hard to tell. And it doesn't really give you a timeline, but the story is quite interesting. And I'm a little confused right now, so I want to see some clarification in season 2. If you haven't watched it, I suggest watching it. If you're a Walking Dead fan like me, I still have to catch up on Fear the Walking Dead. I gotta watch Daryl Dixon, and then you got the Michonne and Rick series now. So much to catch up on. So I did complete that. I did watch another episode or 2. I just watched episode 3 of Fallout. That's just a great show. Walter, I can't remember his last name. He plays the ghoul in this. He's phenomenal, man. The main character, the girl, she's great too. You see how they all met now. We had, I can't remember his name from Lost, but he was Linus in, oh my gosh, the series with some kinds I just blow a break. Person of Interest, one of my favorite shows. And I can't remember the other actors in it who played John Doe. He's a great actor too. It'll come to me eventually. But yeah, he's in this Fallout. He's not long in it, but I think he's going to be a main premise of this series. And Lady Wu's like, did you watch this old? I said, no. She's watched it all already. So I got to catch up on that. Hopefully these come in weeks too. And I've up to episode 12 of season 2 of the X-Men. The original 1990s version before I want to watch 97. So I'm going to try to get on that too in coming weeks and do that. Shopping wise, what we got this week is I had to use my GameStop coupon because we're coming to the end of April. They had 40% off 2-packs of Funko Pops, the exclusives. So of course I picked up two of them from the Clone Wars. They landed up being about $15 and change after my coupon, my pro discount, and the 40% off. So to me, they're originally $29.99 or $24.99. I paid, I think it's like $12.50 for both of them after the coupons. So let me share those with you. This one I really wanted. This is Ahsoka and Darth Maul. So I really dig this one. Just because I'm a big fan of Darth Maul, I love the bad guys. I just do. So I picked up that one. And then I picked up also this one. And this was a good episode of the Clone War. This is Paul Krill versus Captain Rex. This was a good episode. I really enjoyed this episode. This guy is kind of a douche. He is. And Captain Rex is trying to put him in his place. And he kind of does. So it was a really good episode. And if you never watched Star Wars The Clone Wars, it's on Disney XD, so I suggest you watch it. It's a great show if you're a Star Wars fan. Don't knock the cartoons. Over at our local Target, I found another $29.99 pop, Target exclusive comic cover. This is Thor, so from the Avengers. $8.99 on clearance minus my 5% off, so it's like $8.49 I think or something like that. So I picked him up too this week. Other than that, I'm trying to curb the buying right now because I gotta clean up some of this. I gotta clean all this up and get down into Woo's basement now that the nicer, warmer weather's coming, because it's way too cold down there during the winter. Of course, I'll sweat my ass off during the summer, but that's okay. At least I don't have to run the heaters. Down in the winter, I gotta run the heaters down there. This old age thing, no, I'm not digging it. The cold really affects you, especially with the weight loss that I've had. Went from 230 pounds, I'm down to 175. Yeah, there's not too much insulation left on me, so I get cold pretty quick. I did get a Midtown Comic pre-order in this week, so I'm going to show you guys that. And I'll probably wrap things up after that. We do have Planet of the Apes coming up, the new movie, but I might have to push it a week because of all our trip and everything else. It's just too much. I wanted to. And then we have Amoth Amon tour. We're going to see it at the Oakdale. I'm even closer this time. I got to share the pictures from this show and the videos on my Facebook page. It was great. I had a great time. And I'm looking forward to Amoth Amon, Obituary, Cannibal Corpse, and there's another band that I'm not familiar with, but I'll check them out anyway because I love that metal stuff. And Amoth Amon with the Viking metal, they're one band I've been wanting to see. I really want to see Man of War too. I love those guys as well. So, fingers crossed, maybe they'll come by close one day to a nice venue like the Oakdale. Nice and close, nice venue. Uber there, Uber home, $40. What's the big $40, $50? Well, you have a good night out. That's all that matters. Having a good time, right? You got to do what makes you happy. Like collecting. Collecting makes me happy. Reading comics makes me happy. I got my comics. I got a couple of my trade paperbacks on my carry-on, so I can catch up on that because I got a 5-hour flight when we go. Probably going to sleep through most of it, but who knows. And it's nice to have the trade paperbacks if I can't sleep at night, but I'll probably be too drunk. Probably a little high too, but we'll see. It is Vegas. All right, let's share some comics. I opened the box because I I saved some time this week. Remember that Midtown Comics packs their stuff awesome. I never have a problem with their shipping. So I went ahead and already unboxed it, got it ready, unwrapped them from their paper bags, just to go through them and show you guys what I'm reading and my thoughts on them. Star Wars Thrawn Alliance, I am up to date on this. This is Thrawn and Anakin during the Clone Wars. That's when they met. We see a dynamic there, and he did work with Vader as well before he got thrown into that other, not dimension, but on the other side of the galaxy. So it's I've enjoyed this story, really good. Still behind on Darth Vader because of the Dark Droid, but as I looked through it to see what I was missing, I'm further along, and I think I'm only missing, I'm not missing any of them, so I actually have to catch up on them. I figured that out. So I got the order up here, the reading order, and then I got now new ones after I just finished cataloging the last pile that was here. There was like 3 books for today. No big deal. I just read number 2 of this morning. It had the Spooky Man. That was a good story. This one I'm looking forward to, Star Spider. I love the Edge of the Spider-Verse. Carnage, Symbiosis Necrosis. I read part 1. I've got part 2 as in Venom. I got that there. I want to read next. Venom's getting devoured by Carnage, and Carnage made it to the Garden of Eden. Found Eddie. Wow. If you don't know what I'm talking about, pick up Carnage and the Venom current seasons. It's Eddie's became the King of Black. He's traveling through time and space. He learned from Kang. It's way out there, but I've enjoyed it so far. So I keep watching. I'm behind on Amazing Spider-Man. Looks like Chasm got out of purgatory. He's over there with Hallows Eve, so got to catch up on that. I just cataloged the first issue of this morning, so this is to the back of my reading log. Venom. This is part 3, Symbiosis Necrosis. So I got part 2 up there, and this has got to go right after it. So perfect. I'm gonna read that one next because I've been enjoying that story. Star Wars, I'm behind because of the Dark Droids. This is, I'm going to save this one until I catch up with Spider-Man. I'm not sure if this is an older story or tied into the current stories. They always put the backwards so they can scan the UPC, which also I use to catalog. Yeah, this is Geiger. This is, I don't get many Image books, but I've enjoyed this character, Geiger. In the future nuclear war, he was caught in it. He's actually got to keep the rods in his back to keep the nuclear radiation levels down so he doesn't kind of blow up. Miss Marvel, Mutant Menace. I've already read the first one. It's okay. Speculating that this is one of those X-Men titles that's only going to be like 4 issues. Just read this one the other day too. Catch up on this. The Incredible Hulk. All the monsters are coming after him because he is the key of releasing the mother of all monsters. Avengers. I'm also up to date on this. I enjoy the team stories. I just do. Black and White. Alien. This is number 2. I am also caught up on these. These are short stories. Alien universe, everything's in black, red, and white. Yep, I read the first one. I enjoyed it so far. I still want to play the game, even though I heard it stinks, but Before Zod. I'm not sure if this is going to be an ongoing series. If it is, I'll probably stop at 12. I am enjoying it, but I didn't know it was in the current Superman universe, which I believe it is from what I understand, but I don't read all the DC. I don't even read that many DCs at all. So it's a little hard to know whereabouts or how this story ties into that universe. Jango Fett, the first one, I have not read yet. I am up to date on Superior Spider-Man. Doc Ock tried to take over Peter again. Now he realized that they have to work together, and him and Peter are trying to save the girl against the new villain. Last Hunt Predator, I'm not up to date on this one yet. I didn't read the second issue. The first issue was great, so I can't wait to get to the second. And I started picking this. These are from Image. Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives. They're redoing the Universal Marvels. I've got the Dracula trade paperback on order, and I'm getting those and whatever else ones, because I'm huge Universal huge Universal monster fan. The old ones, the new stuff. I love all the horror. Alright, we got our next pile here. And we've got Symbiote Spider-Man 2099. This is issue 2. I have not read issue 1 yet. It's going to take me so long to catch up on Just Comics. We've got Thundercats number 3. I've enjoyed the story so far. It's kind of just a retelling of the original Thundercats series. I'm just going to get... The phone's trying to listen to me. I'm just reading up to episode 12 of this new Transformers. I didn't realize that it spreads across a multiple universe, G.I. Joe, all this other things. I guess it's going to tie into maybe the new G.I. Joe versus Transformers movie I've heard about. Darth Maul, black and white. Of course, I'm going to pick up that and read it. Current Avengers storyline. Been reading that. Blade and the final battle between the new Adnan. And I'm supposing after this leads into Blood Hunt. Or possibly doesn't lead into Blood Hunt, but Blood Hunt starts after that issue. Like I said, it looks like Chasm's out and going after Spider-Man again. Got to catch up on my Amazing Spider-Man. I still got to read Gang War. So I think I'm missing a few episodes. Jeez, I can't talk. That's no different than any other day. Missing a few issues of a couple of the short series. Mace Windu, I read the first issue. And I enjoyed that one. And this one, 2, I have not read. So 3, I am current on Spider-Boy. It's apparently she created him. So we're learning all this, and now she's starting to remember. So somebody's starting to remember about him. The Spectacular Spider-Man, I have not read yet. I have the issue 1. Giant Size Hulk, I think this is a standalone story. And here's another one I'm behind. I'm behind Ghost Rider because I'm missing one issue of Wolverine that ties into one of the stories. This is Ghost Rider Final Vengeance. And it looks like the Spirit of Vengeance somehow gets into the Hood. Don't know how, but I guess we'll see eventually when I get caught up with that. X-Men, the House, I think this is the last one of the Fall of X. It looks like they're changing the X-Men universe again. Jackpot and Black Cat number 2. Didn't read episode 1 yet. Episode 1, jeez. I got TV, comics, too much going on in the brain. I'm already stressing. I'm always a bull of stress. Going on vacation, shouldn't be stressed. I'm worried about the Woos Hounds. I'm worried about the Woozlings being here. I'm going to keep the man cave, the Woos cave door here closed, but this is one of the only rooms that there's not cameras, so the kids all know there's cameras through the house, Yeah, we're that paranoid. No, they're actually for the dogs because we're paranoid when we're not home. You worry about the woo sounds, you want to check in on them. Oh, there they are sleeping in their beds. All right, we got Venom. What If Venom. I have not read the first two yet. Spider-Punk Arms Race. I read the first one, not the second one. I really wasn't a fan of the first one, so I'm sure this is just a limited series, so I'll finish it to the end. Dead X-Men has been a pretty good story. This may be the last one of this. The X-Men are going through time trying to find the Moira Nantuckets, because with her multiple lives, she is the one who were able to help the mutants resurrect. Beware the Planet of the Apes. This is confusing me. It's before Planet of the Apes. And Cornelius and Zara met Nova before that. But they don't act, I can't remember if they act like that in the first film. So now I gotta rewatch Planet of the Apes. Because I'm curious to see. And they've met other humans who could talk, the telepathic, half speech ones, and they're having premonition. They have that same thing, the ones who blow up, and I think it's beneath the Planet of the Apes. So it's very confusing if this actually ties into the Planet of the Apes movies. Army of Darkness Forever. This is a continuation of the Army of Darkness movie. Bad Ash got back into our world, and Good Ash is stuck in the future fighting Necronom cyborgs. Who knew? X-Men 97. Looking forward to... But I'm thinking this might be a rehash of the show that's on. I don't know. This also could maybe be a rehash of the original series. I really didn't read the description. I just saw it and said, "Oh, I gotta get it." So I got it. And Weapon X X-Men. I haven't read the first one. These are all variant Wolverines, which it looks like if you've seen the trailer for the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie, they're talking that this Wolverine, he's not from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but a different one, I guess. He could be the new Loki for the whole time TVA. So, who knows? I guess we'll have to wait to July to see that, and we're definitely going to see that one. So, this is Woo's the Collector. I know I talked fast today. Got so much still left to do. So busy. But, I live in chaos. I think without the chaos, I probably wouldn't survive. So, it's who I am. I love my collecting. It is in chaos right now, but I'm getting organized. Yeah, I'm one of those OCD, chaotic people. So, got a lot going on. If I don't see you guys in the next couple weeks, I will catch up on speed on episode 97. We're getting close to episode 100. Well, I said I will film the whole room as the Woo's hounds bark at the motorcycle that just drove by the Woo's stead. Yeah, we're right on the street, so it is what it is. They bark at everything. But that's what you got when you have little velociraptor yappy dogs. All right, people, my friends. I will talk to you next time. I'll let you know what I pick up, what's going on, what I've seen. Who knows when I'll be back. But I'll be back. I'm always back. I'm hard to kill. This is Woo's the Collector. This has been episode 96 of the Collectors, Geeks, and Freak Show. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the episode, give me a like. Visit me on Facebook. Visit me on TikTok. Visit me over on HobbyDB and check out my showcase, my ever-growing showcase, where I have to put these in tonight. Then I got to get on these comics. Then over to those things. Tonight, no, not all that's getting done, but wishful thinking. This is Woo's the Collector. Stay safe, and I am signing off.